This is my brew day for my Smashing Pumpkin. I've got a 1 gallon pack, a 1 gallon kit, recipe kit from Northern Brewing. And so it came with some gold malt syrup. It came with some steeping grains, some specialized grains that actually steeped while the water was heating up for the boil. Might actually let it get a little too hot. It didn't have a temperature, just says while it's heating up, steep the grains for approximately 10 minutes. So that's what I did, but I waited until it was about 180, 190 degrees. I should have probably done it at about 150 degrees, but there's nothing I can do about that now. We'll see how that goes. Uh, then put in the hops once we hit the boil, and the hops that comes with this particular kit is the Cascade hops. It's 3.5 grams. And so I put that in at the beginning of the boil, and that'll go for the full 45 minutes of the boil as we move along with the process. So I started with 1.25 gallons of water. I use Poland Spring. It says you can use any drinking water that's high quality, good tasting. Any good quality drinking water is what it says will work for this purpose. If it tastes okay, it'll make good beer, is what they say. So anyway, I opted for the Poland Springs spring water. I just thought that was a safer bet. I don't know what kind of minerals, or I've got well water. There's no chlorine or chloramine or anything like that in my water, but I'm just not sure what is in my water, what kind of minerals there's in there. So I thought I'd be better off with the Poland Springs. So got all the malt in, and we're letting that continue to boil. And again, like I said, I've got a timer set for 45 minutes, and we'll just go ahead with that. Now, after the boil is finished, after the 45 minutes boil is finished, then I'm adding the pumpkin pie spice. So that's a quarter teaspoon, and that comes with the kit. And then I need to cool the wort down. As you can see, I've got an ice bath going. I got a mason jar of ice, and I've got a what is that? I don't know, a quarter or half gallon uh, jug. You used to have apple cider in it. That's full of water that's been frozen. So I'm going to cool this down, and my idea is to get this cooled down to between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what this specific. Sorry for the noises there. That's what this specific yeast likes. So I'm going to get down to 65 probably. I think that's what I'm actually going to ferment at. So I'll get it down to the fermenting temperature. Or by the time I get it down to that temperature, and I pour it into the Pinter and seal that all up, it'll be cooler yet. And so it'll start off a little cool, which is actually good. And then go into a brewing chamber that's set for 60. I think I have it set for 65 degrees for this particular beer. It could be 66. I can't remember, to be honest with you. But anyway, sanitized the Pioneer, got everything ready. Um, my spray bottle of sanitizer, it's all sanitized. Pour it in. I've sanitized the lid and everything. So once I've poured it in, I'll put the lid on and crank that down, and then we'll get her brewing. Now, once I have it fermenting for approximately 9 days. Not approximately, I'll ferment it for 9 days, and then I'm going to cold crash it for 3, and then a total conditioning of 9 days, which includes the 3 days of cold crashing. So what's that? 6 days more after I take the dock off. I'll come back and do a video of undocking so that you can see, along with me, whether it came out okay, whether got anything active and going. This being a non-pinter and my first non-pinter brew, it makes me a little nervous, but we'll figure that all out. I just put the yeast in. I double check the temperature. Just making sure that my cap is again sterilized best I can. I'll mix this up a little bit, get a little aerated, so that the yeast will work, but I don't want to stress the yeast, so I'm not going to shake it a long time or real hard, but we'll shake it up a little bit, and then we'll be ready to go. So next time you see me, we will be back with the undocking day, and then after get ready to put the dock on now, as you can see in the video. Then after I take the dock off, put it back in the refrigerator for conditioning, and I'll come back with another video. And again, these are all going to be one video, so I'll go right from one to the other. Come back with another video that will show the taste test and the pouring, see how the head is, and we'll go from there. So thanks for joining me for this part, and we'll see you at the next part.
Okay, we're getting ready to undock the Smashing Pumpkin today. Get that ready for our Thanksgiving, our family dinner for Thanksgiving. I'm going to sanitize this. I'm going to try and save the yeast out of the brew dock. Basically, it's undocking. I'm always a little nervous during the undocking portion of my beer because that's where you see whether it's been working or not, whether you got everything right when you started it. And since this is a kit that is not a Pinter, my first one that's not a Pinter, I'm a little bit concerned about that, whether or not we're gonna make it. And it's my Thanksgiving beer. I'm gonna have to go out and buy Thanksgiving beer if this doesn't work. So anyway, everything sanitized. I'll go out to the RV and grab the Pinter and bring it in while this is maintaining contact with everything that's sanitized. And we will go from there. Alright, be back in a second. Okay. Alrighty, let's see if this has worked. We're all set. We're on 5. It's a matter of removing the brew dock. Hopefully we'll hear it. I did not hear anything. Oh, but even though I did not hear anything, let me bring in. We've got some really nice activity going on in there. So I would say that was a successful brew. We will see in a little bit. And let me go ahead and transfer this. As much of the yeast as I can. I'm going to try reusing yeast. I haven't done that before. So instead of making bread, I'm going to try and harvest this. See what I get. That's the best I'm going to do. Let that settle out. Clean this off a little bit. I remember this was a gallon batch, so I just lost quite a bit of beer. Alright, well, look, I think we're good. We'll put that back in the fridge and we're ready to go. Alrighty. Okay, we've come to the tapping day of Smashing Pumpkin. It is the beer kit that I brewed for our family Thanksgiving dinner, which is this coming Thursday. Today is Friday, so it's about 6 days away. And so tapping day is here. I want to see where we are, and hopefully it'll be like the rest of the beers that I've brewed through the Pinter system, and that it just keeps getting better and better. So anyhow, we're going to tap it. We're going to see what the head looks like, give it a little smell, a little taste, and then save the rest of it for the family Thanksgiving dinner. I don't want to take too much because it's only a gallon batch, and I want to make sure there's plenty left for Thanksgiving dinner. But already I'm happy with what I'm seeing. It's got great carbonation. It's a little cloudy, which is expected for a pumpkin beer, pumpkin ale. The head is a creamy tan color. Looks very nice. I don't know if you can pick up on the carbonation, but it's good. It's got great head retention. It's hanging in there, looking nice. Smells like a lager more than an ale. Not any real strong, distinctive smells. I don't smell pumpkin or anything like that. But I just love the look of this. That's a really nice tasting beer, but I'm not tasting the pumpkin spice in here. Making me think maybe I should add a little more through the hopper port and see what that does for us. But I don't really want to mess with it because it's got a good flavor. I do like how it tastes. We're gonna let it go until Thanksgiving, and I think the taste is even going to get better. I'm not going to mess with the pumpkin spice or anything like that. What's in it is in it, and we'll go from there. But I'll know next time. It's at quarter teaspoon is what they pack. Next time I think I'll go with at least a half a teaspoon if I make this again. But hey. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad you're able to be here with me as we went through the brewing process and the undocking process and now the tapping process. And we'll see you all soon.